not here. I wanted to make sure that he knew that. I hope he enjoys that. Do you think he's not going to watch the video? Judah, are you going to watch the video? I hope you're watching this going, what? Just shaking your head. Harlow's shaking her head. Harlow hates me. I asked for food, and she waited until somebody else gave me a piece of gum and then like, watch me go eat some food.
Wait. You should, like, whenever Judah gets to class, be like, so, how did you like the video? And then be like, what stuck out to you? And then you'll know if he watched the video or not.
I honestly, if he doesn't want to watch it, don't care enough. So if he watches it, he'll know. I mean, clearly he'll know.
You gotta tell him, be like, I can't go YouTube famous if you don't watch it. My views.
You know what I absolutely don't want to do?
What?
Is go YouTube famous.
Why?
Because it probably means I made some kind of mistake in a video that made me famous for being ridiculous. I'm ridiculous enough without being YouTube famous. Okay. Grouping symbols. There are none. If we can't solve a order of operations problem, we're going to struggle with today. Plain and simple. I'm letting you know. So we need to know how to solve order of operations. I said that wrong. We need to know how to simplify order of operations. We're not solving them. We solve equations. We do not solve expressions. There are exponents. 3 to the 4th, 3 to the 3rd, or 3 to the 2nd, 2 to the 3rd. If you do not remember how to do these, that little upside down V, I think it's the 5th button down on your left-hand side. Wow, you're pulling out even more food. No, it's all right. 3. Caret is the upside down V. 4 should give me 81. Is there anyone who does not know how to get 81 in their calculator? Okay, if you do not know how to get 3 to the 4th, you need to let me know so I can show you in the calculator. So press 3. Go 5 buttons down on the left-hand side of that upside down V.
What?
5 buttons down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons down that upside down V. Then the 4. Press enter. That shows 3 to the 4th power. Divided by, so this comes down. 3 to the 2nd, that's easy in. Minus 2 to the 3rd. So again, if you don't know how to do 2 to the 3rd, it's 2, the upside down V, 3. And remember, that upside down V is called a caret. Plus 1. Questions on how I got to this step? We good? Fix your problems if you made a mistake. So now, we're going multiplying and dividing from left to right. Today it is important that you know how to, oh crud. Christian, did you do all this one?
What?
You did this, yeah? Go to room 112, go around the desks. On the desk that's right in the doorway, there are sheets that have a bunch of words on them in 4 boxes. Will you go grab those sheets? So room 112, corner desk, as soon, like you're gonna peek in the door, it's right there on the right hand side.
Okay.
You'll see the papers right there.
Right.
No, around. Thank you. You're the man, you're the man, you're the man, you're the man, man, you're the man, you're the man, you're the man, man. 81 divided by 9 is going to give me 9. 9 minus 8 plus 1. I want you to keep reading it to yourself. 9 minus 8 is 1. 1 plus 1 is then 2. Questions on this? Again, are there any questions on how to do things in your calculator? If you do not have a calculator, you are going to need one. Told you that way it go. No, you don't get to look at me like that. I know where I'm on the pecking order. My heart was already broken today anyway, and now you're breaking my heart even more.
Do you
Like,
want one?
not now, thank you. I have a piece of gum, thanks.
Well,
Thank
Those
you
are
for
them.
me. Because I'm his favorite student now, so I'm gonna ace his class. Yeah.
Just give me those papers. Thank you. Okay, so these are written words of math terminology for the operations. You have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Do not lose these. Okay, you're going to need these. So, as you look at these, multiply, multiplied by, times, of, by product, at, groups of, each, every, all mean words of multiplication. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. You need this. Everybody with me? Okay, starting a new unit today. Not a new unit, new section. Excuse me. We are doing algebraic expressions. The first thing that we need to know is what is an expression. Okay, this is the first thing that we're going to talk about. So, as we're looking at expression, it is a math statement with no equal sign. And that is absolutely critical. There are no equal signs in an expression. If there is an equal sign, you can pretty much guarantee that it will be an, what will have an equal sign? What do we call something that has an equal sign? Let's start an equation, absolutely. Expression, no equal sign. Equation with an equal sign. Those are the main differences. So an expression has numbers, mathematical operations, and variables. So let's look at an expression. 3x, that sign and a 2. Now, here's my first question to you. How could I read this mathematically with the operations? What could I say that tells me exactly what to do throughout this whole problem? How would I read this? So remember, in the warm-up I said it was 3 to the 4th power divided by 3 squared minus, and I kept saying what it was. What operations are here? How would I read this so that I have operations? What do you think? Do I just say 3x? What is 3x? What does that mean when I have a number smack dab up against that thing?
3 multiplied by x.
Oh, so this is 3 multiplied by x. Then what? What's that sign?
Minus 2.
Minus 2. 3 multiplied by x minus 2. Each of these numbers and terms have a specific name. Let's start off with the easiest thing. What is the x? What is the name of the x? What do we call letters? It starts with a V.
Variables.
Very good, Christian. So, variables take the place of an unknown value. They take the place of an unknown value. The number that is attached to the variable is always called the coefficient. C-O-E-F-F-I-C-I-E-N-T. Coefficient. And then you have your constant. Okay. Now, here's how I like to teach this so you can kind of put 2 and 2 together. This is my family. Okay? Coefficient, variable, and constant are my family. I am the unknown variable. I could be happy and chipper at 1 second, and I can be really upset at Harlow the next. Okay? I'm the unknown value. I co-parent with my wife. That's my coefficient. But y'all, I have a 6-year-old son and a 4-year-old daughter who, no matter what I do, if I want to go sit down and watch basketball, Dad, what? Cole? Hi. Cole! Hi, dude. Love you too. He is constantly there. I love my children, but he's constantly right there. I love spending time with my wife. That's why we got married. Then I've got this constant that's kind of hanging out. And no matter where my wife and I go, guess what? Daddy, 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 daddy. Yeah, sweetie, what's up? And sometimes it's, again, unknown variable. Sometimes it's, yeah, buddy, what can I do for you? Sometimes it's like, what do you want? Variable, coefficient, constant. Another way to think of it is this one that's not attached is like that friend. It's It's like, hey, what are we doing on Friday? And you're like, oh yeah, we're doing something. Everybody has that friend that's like kind of just tagging along. You're like, oh, that's so nice. Hi. Go away. That's the constant. Okay?
You have a friend like that?
I am the friend.
What? No, you're not.
We good here. So, what are we going to do with this? Well, with that sheet, we are going to turn things from numbers to words and words to numbers. Algebraic to numeric, numeric to algebraic. So here's the first thing. Let's start off nice and easy. So here's an example. 3 plus a number. We are writing expressions. We're writing expressions. How would I write from this verbal, it's words, how would I write this algebraically? Numerically, with a number. Go ahead.
3 plus x.
Oh, very good. Why did you use x?
Just to symbolize like a number we don't know.
Yeah. The variable is a number that we don't know. It's the unknown value. So this is a perfect way to do that. Everybody with me? The big giveaway there was plus. That's an easy one, right? Well, they're not always going to be that easy. What if we have 1/2 of a number less 20? So this is the time, right now, to copy this down and then look at your sheet. Try to find some of the math words from there on your sheet. And once you have them, tell me what they are. So 1/2 of a number less 20. Where do you see any of those words on that sheet? Brennan, I know you found one. What'd you find? Which one? Which word? Oh, so this word here, less, means subtract, okay? There's another word in there. So let me read it again. 1/2 of a number less 20. Of. But what's of?
Multiplication.
Very good, multiplication. So I know I have multiplication and subtraction. So it's 1/2 multiplied by what?
X.
Oh, sure, of x. Does it have to be x? No. Less, which is the minus, what? 20. Now, I will never write it like this because your coefficient and variable don't need to have a multiplication symbol in there. The correct way, or the more efficient way, is just to have 1/2 x minus 20. This means 1/2 multiplied by x minus 20. Everybody with me? So a coefficient next to a variable means what? A coefficient next to a variable means?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. Okay, I really need you to understand that. Are we good there? Okay, this is 1/2 of the lesson. This was the easy half of the lesson. Does everybody have this copied down? May I erase it? Okay. With expressions, we either simplify or we evaluate. Today, we are evaluating. And the key to evaluation for today is the word substitute. Okay? So, it's going to say evaluate when A equals, and we have this set 2, 5, and 8. This is called a domain. A set of numbers that's taking the place of a variable is a domain. When we substitute numbers in, that's the domain. What you get is really called the range, but that's a little bit later on in algebra. So when we substitute numbers in, it's called the, starts with the D. When we substitute numbers in, it's called the domain. So evaluate when A is 2, 5, and 8. It's going to show you something like this. So do I have an expression? Yeah, it's 35A. But that's not how I want to say it. What's a better way to say 35A? 35 what? Times A. So I have 3 different things I have to do. I have to do 35 multiplied by, what's my first A?
2.
There's one problem. Then I have to do 35 multiplied by, what's my second A?
5.
5. Mr. H, why are you putting parentheses? Because parentheses means multiplication when it's right next to something. And then I have 35 multiplied by 8. So when A is 2, 35 times 2 is 70. Nice. When A is 5, 35 times 5 is 175. Excellent. When 35 multiplied by 8, that's 240, no, that's 0, carry the 4, 24, 280. Is that hard? You're substituting in. Substituting in. We good? Mr. H, I have no idea what you're talking about. Cool, let's do another one. Evaluate when x equals 5, y equals -2. X plus y let's go x plus y squared divided by, no, I don't want to do any dividing, minus x. X plus y squared minus x. Okay, relatively easy. Relatively easy. But let's talk about it. The first step is we have to rewrite it by doing what? What's the S word that we have to do? Substitute in. X is 5, y is -2. Now, how do I do this? I always put my things in parentheses. And this is a habit that I want you to get into. 5 plus -2 squared minus 5. Could you do that all in your calculator? Probably. This is why knowing how to do the order of operations is important. First step is to do the exponents. But look what it is. -2 is in parentheses. Get your calculator. Put a parenthesis, -2 parentheses, square it. And then tell me what you get. +4. So now I have 5 plus 4 minus 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. Minus 5 is 4. I've now evaluated. Did I lose anybody there? Is that hard? Okay. Can we make it a little harder? Evaluate when x equals 1/2, y equals 1/3, z equals 6. X, y, z minus y, all divided by, let's leave it there. Let's go x, y, z minus y. So looking at this, fractions freak you out. Would we agree? Nobody really likes fractions. I'm asking. Does anybody really like fractions? Or do fractions kind of make you a little nervous? Yes, no, just stare at me. Listen, you should be all pepped up because you had all that sugar after I asked. I mean, I'm just saying. You're never going to live that down now. Okay, so here we go. X is 1/2, parenthesis, 1/2, parenthesis, 1/3, parenthesis, 6 minus parenthesis 1/3. What does it mean, X, Y, Z? What are we doing? What mathematical operation is X, Y, Z when they're right next to each other like that? Multiply. So everybody get your calculators. Your calculators are your best friends. Do 1 divided by 2. Multiply by 1 divided by 3. Multiplied by 6. Okay, I'm going to give everybody a chance to do it. Do not shout out yet. Giving everybody a chance to do it. Once you've got it, press enter. So we're doing 1 divided by 2 multiplied by 1 divided by 3 multiplied by 6. Violet, what'd you get? 1. So now I have 1 minus 1/3. Do that in your calculator. 1 minus 1/3. You're going to get a decimal. I don't want a decimal. So press your second PRBs. Give me my fraction. Harlow, what is 1 minus 1/3? So 1 minus 1 divided by 3. Two-thirds. What questions do we have? You're substituting in, you're figuring them out. Questions. Okay, your homework, you've got 15 minutes. You have 7 problems. Page 32 and 33. You are doing numbers. I think it's 7 through 19 odds and 33. Yes, it is. You're doing 7 through 19, the odds, and number 33. But number 17, you're not doing. Okay, so you're doing 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, skipping 17, number 19. And then you're doing number 33. Okay, so you're not doing number 17. Questions, concerns, problems? Get your books out, get started. Love you, kiddos.